Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Coherent, adjective, coherence, coherency, coherently, logically or aesthetically ordered or integrated, logical, lucid, understandable, connected because they share common aims or beliefs, composed of waves having a constant difference in phase, paramount, adjective and noun, paramountcy, paramountly, more important than anything else. Good writing should be clear, coherent, and somehow pleasing to a reader. A faculty body that is not coherent and where there are two or more social classes does not bode well for an effective professional labor force. The core idea of modernization theory is that economic and technological development bring a coherent set of social, cultural, and political changes. The future organization will be smaller, but will face a less coherent set of enemies both near and far. Inflation has drawn its relevance by bringing cosmology and physics into a coherent whole. We give a coherent account of marriage as inherently a sexual partnership, one shaped by norms of monogamy and sexual exclusivity. These cases have not, however, provided a coherent theory of this heightened scrutiny. What is needed is a nationally coherent vision of what it means for all our students to become artistically literate. The ability to synthesize sensory input into a coherent picture of the world is associated with physical regions of the brain. They haven't attained the self-respect or the coherent sense of self that underlies one's ability to respect others. Several minutes passed before he was coherent enough to understand her words. They will have to begin by concentrating on developing unified, coherent, and consistent missions which can be shared by the college. Nashiro soon lost track of all sense of duration, all coherent thought, as the swirl of overlapping sensations engulfed her. Science, he says, is not a logically coherent body of knowledge in the strict, unforgiving sense of the philosopher's high redefinition, but a cluster of material and cognitive practices. Tell a story or recount an experience with appropriate facts and relevant descriptive details, speaking audibly in coherent sentences. Selfish and contentious people will not cohere, and without coherence, nothing can be effected. A hypothesis that explains many of the experimental observations by previous researchers is the coherency strain hypothesis. The essay lacked coherence. The ideas were jumbled and did not flow coherently from one paragraph to the next. The Internet has become an indispensable tool for reporters. In journalism, accuracy is paramount. Clear communication to promote an understanding of the disease and what the behavioral expectations are relative to treatment is paramount. Practices such as telling the truth, forgiving one another, kindness to all, etc., are obviously of paramount importance. Proper use of the words can also be of paramount importance in regard to marital property laws or the lack thereof. The safety of this crew is paramount, and I must do whatever I can to ensure that safety. The environment is paramount to the expression of genes. Thus, human development and intelligence is an ongoing process. Implementing a proper business model with cost controls is paramount for any business's success. Safety is a paramount responsibility of everyone involved in the university community, including faculty, staff, and students. The documentary aimed to highlight the paramountcy of preserving endangered species and their habitats. The paramountly complex nature of the global challenges requires international cooperation and collective action.